it's not every day that your dad goes missing, is it?
Yeah, it's true. And I guess it's the coming to terms with not even being able to say goodbye, or not even knowing where he is.
Yeah.
The fact that you saw him one day, next day he's gone,
Yeah.
and you don't know whether he's alive or dead. But you know,
Yeah. I would lie if I say there's been complete healing from that part. Do you get? So having to relieve it every day, even now when I get asked the question, is something I still get emotional about. You know, and it's just what you concluded with that statement. It's not having that closure to be able to say, I know this was what happened. You know, yet again repeating it from what I said in the recording. I just hope he died a good death.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he was taken care of and buried. I think time has healed me. Yeah, highway into victory. And as you know, highway's quite a long one. So we're still driving, we're still riding. And that's what it is. And that's why I can wear a smile today.
I love that you're still driving.
I'm still driving on the highway. Still driving on the highway. I mean, with all these projects that we're now doing, it's still part of the drive. It's still part of the journey. Where does this journey end? I don't know.
Found out when you get there, right?
You find a lot of people that have committed suicide and all the works.
Absolutely.
Because you've grown up, we've been fed that you don't talk, you don't show emotions, you don't let people know what you're going through, you know. And we've taken that on, and we're now passing it on to the next generation. You don't talk. You're a black man, man it up. You know, live life. But what that helped me to see is yet again my why. I need to talk. I need to let people know that it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be able to tell that story that's not saying, oh, at 25, I got my first car. At 26, I then got a jet. At 28, I had a 6-bedroom mansion. It's okay not to have that storyline and just tell the truth of what your experience is.
Hey fam, how are you doing? Welcome to the Highway into Victory channel. My name is Tolu, or Lady T. I think for the purpose of this is going to be Tolu, so you know, yes. And of course we've got the main man himself, Mr. Akin Kayode.
Yes.
So what are we doing? We're basically just going to talk about how
Just having a chit chat.
having a chit chat and how things have been since releasing the documentary, since the whole world now knows your story. Well, those who thought they knew you now know your full story, and basically the journey for that, to making it, and you know how the process was for you, how you were feeling during each of the episodes being released, and then what's next for you, basically, you know.
Okay.
So
where do you want to start from?
let's start from like why you wanted to do this in the first place. I mean, it's been a number of years. Why?
It has been. It's going to be 24 years in September.
24 years, September. Gosh.
September 16th.
Jeez.
At around about 2 p.m.
2 p.m. So that's when you got the news. That's when you got your diagnosis. Gosh, such an imprint. Such an imprint. So why now?
Why now? Yeah, it's been a journey. I mean, like you said earlier on that you were going to say to the people that it's summertime. So please, if you see me sweating,
We are sweat.
I'm roasting.
We hot to the point where I'm just
I
gonna
think it's
grab.
about 30 degrees out there.
It is 30 degrees
But-
in London. Wow, who would have thought?
Back to topic. Back to topic. What is my why? My why is very simple. My why is to heal people. So when I got diagnosed back then, it was a very lonely journey. And before diagnosis, as you would know from the podcast, I already had traumas that I was dealing with. Traumas with losing mom, trauma with dad going missing. And to crown it all, actually, tell a lie, I got my diagnosis before dad went missing. Just a build up of stuff. Now, 20 odd years more, being a Christian, finding myself doing life with people, I find that a lot of people are also dealing. And I just thought it was going to be necessary to help other people along the way. I think there was a line that I had in the episodes that says something along the lines of the one who needed healing is now the one giving healing.
Wow.
And that for me is my why. My why is to be able to help one more person, just to find the victory, to find the highway into victory that I found.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's my why.
That was your why. Yeah, and I guess what made you want to do it in this form? Was this the easiest way to do it, or could you not have written a book potentially? Why this form?
So, I think 2 years into diagnosis, I got that inspiration to write a book. But after seeking and getting counsel,
Okay.
I was told, "What are you thinking about? Are you mad?"
Why are you doing it? Like, no, don't do that.
I was told, "Nope, you're not doing it. You're not doing it." I wasn't told go and think about it. I was told, "No, you're not doing it. You're not ready. You're not ready." And when I think about it now, I understand. I don't think the community and my society was ready at that point. And come today, it's a totally different story. And the journey of today, the journey of the episode started about 4 years ago, when it got reignited within me that this needs to be told.
Wow.
And for me, the easiest way was to get it out in a DocuPod format. And from this format, though, then will come a book. Now, I haven't told you this yet.
I see something else coming up in the works now. What's that?
Yes. So the book is coming up, but I am looking to speak to people as well to turn into kind of like a drama movie series.
Wow.
Whatever way that's going to work out, I don't know yet, but it's going to happen.
Gosh. We've got more work on our hands.
More work.
Wonderful.
More work. I thought
Just drop the bomb.
I know.
This is exclusive. That you guys now he said it. So
I know. I was thinking, okay, get this 6 episodes done, and that would have been me done. But as it goes, season 2 is already been thought of.
okay.
So we just gonna pause because we've just had another person join us in this conversation, and it is the lovely Becca Lane.
Oi, oi.
This is how you know she's just off the cuff. So How this is going to be put together, I don't know, but you just getting the reality of it. This is what the London heat is doing to a lot of us, okay? So Becca's here, and she was one of the producers on the documentary as well. And we thought, you know what, we try and get as many of us together to talk about this, kind of like a retrospect thing, and just also to see what's coming up next. What's next for Highway into Victory? So I asked AK about, you know,
And Becca don't know that Dorset.
oh yeah. So he just dropped a bombshell. I don't think you don't even know this. Would you like to repeat the bombshell that he's? So I asked him, you know, what made him do this format to tell his story. It was originally a book, and then this, that, the other, and then he said, "Well, something else is about to happen." I was like, "Great," and then
So I said that the book is still going to be written, but she's giving me that look like, what are you going to say? And a movie probably will be coming out of this as well.
Love it.
Love it.
there we go.
Love it.
So it's just
Love
cool. So
Love
there you
it.
have it. Movie, miniseries, hey ho.
Something along that line.
Let's do
Something
this.
along that
It's
line.
gonna be good. So yeah, so that's the story. That's the bombshell.
I love it.
It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but it's all good. It's all good.
It,
So
it actually is getting bigger, you know, and I think for me, that's where, okay, I've been told not to use that word anymore, but that's where the fear is. Like, this is bigger than me.
but it was always gonna be bigger than you, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
whatever you do-
I always want to be in control.
But you can't be in control of everything. When
I hear
things,
you.
when something is, I think what God has for you and it scares you, you can't control it.
I hear that.
So
I hear that.
sorry,
I hear that.
you
I
just
hear that.
can't do
I
that.
think the reality is that when it's God, there's no control.
Yeah.
If it's you, sure, like there are elements that you can control, but eventually, even if you are like highly calculated and you calculate it, you count all the pros and the cons, the risks, and so on and so forth.
Every step that you want to take.
Like there are still going to be things that you don't factor in, or you think, oh, there's a lower possibility of that. But right now, because it's God, you can't control it.
I hear that. I hear that.
So too bad.
Too bad.
Sorry, it's just gonna say it like that. It's
No,
just
no,
too
no.
bad. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have listened to the episode, you tell why my mindset is this way. You know, it's been a journey. I'm still on the journey, so we're working.
it's true. So I'm gonna come to you, Bex. Actually, how has this been for you? I mean, from the when you got told that this is what you want to do, like how has this journey been for you personally?
Good question. I think it's been a really cool journey, to be honest. I mean, I've always kind of wanted to be in the industry in one way, shape, or another, but I never fathomed that it could come through Uncle. Like it wasn't. It was very unlikely, or not unlikely. It just wasn't thought of. But yeah, when Uncle brought me on, obviously he gave me the script. He said, Rebecca, I need you to type, because it was initially a voice note, a series of voice notes.
I remember that.
So I had
It
to
was just long.
transcribe everything, make sure there was all the corrections and
That was
everything.
long.
But it took me a little while. After it was transcribed, then obviously I had to like kind of break it down and clear everything up. Once I'd cleared it up, and then what did I do? Yeah, I was then able to present the script to you guys based on like what we had in front of us and what the idea of what Highway into Victory was basically going to be.
Yeah.
And then that's then when we started to have like our meetings, actually fleshing things out, saying, okay, what is this? What's that?
What
What
does
are the
this look like?
props?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What are the props that we need? The locations that we need. So that began like another search. Even the B-rolls, like, okay, what, like when you're going through like each of like the episodes ultimately, because it wasn't actually filmed as in episodes.
No, it
was
wasn't.
filmed
No,
as
it
one
wasn't.
big project,
Yeah.
but like in segments.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't.
And then it was put together, and then afterwards it was broken up to then be put into episodes.
Yeah.
So we were now thinking, what are the B-rolls that we need? Like, okay, so like even down to the the shots on the train, that was intentional. It was like, okay, imagine it's as soon as he's like, I'm going for the script, I'm thinking, okay, we need a shot on the train when he's going through. You can see him going through a tunnel.
Yep.
I was like, you need a tunnel shot. We need these different parts that come together. And it was so funny how like you actually kind of, I always said, oh, and I'm not really like a kind of like a creative mind behind
You're
anything.
creative.
But
Yo, I think the creativity came out of all of us somehow, because we were just coming out with this, that, the other, like how we like, we really did become creatives in this process and stuff like that. I still remember that tunnel shot, and then I remember when we were trying to find tunnels, we were like, looking, where can we find tunnels?
Yeah.
Which look, that was a lot. That was
I
a
mean,
lot,
I
but
think
fun.
what I appreciate about each and every one of you guys is what you brought to it, you know, and we all talking and putting it that way. Oh, you know, you told the story this way. I think that tunnel thing, it will work and all the works. I had someone run up to me yesterday and was like, oh, I saw it. You know, says, oh, you wore white. I was like, yeah. Says, I saw it. Because you started with black, you wore white. I saw it. And I was like, you're the first person to see it and pick it out.
Not a lot of people.
No, not a lot of people picked
they
it.
have
Not a lot of
seen
people picked it.
And it
Yeah.
was done so subtly as well.
Yeah. But she got the whole process.
Yeah, the
She
journey.
got the whole process.
Yeah, because I remember when we were putting it together, like, okay, so it's starting with this story, this the beginning, and this, that, the other, and I think I said something about, it sound like we should put color in it somehow, and then we then decided, okay, let's start off with this.
So black,
Yeah.
into then grey,
So it graduated.
into like neutral
Yeah.
colours, and then like light,
Like
so
bright,
it
yeah.
shows the journey of the tunnel.
Tells
so-
the story, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
story.
Yeah, which I think was.
And I think I was just excited that, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, because with her excitement, I'm like, I'm sure there'll be some other people that also notice the transition.
Yeah, there was. I mean, and I think it's great. It brought the whole thing together. The story was being told because it was dark. The very first few episodes were very dark and they were
Very.
heavy.
Heavy.
Very.
Very, very
Very.
heavy, because it dealt
Very.
with your emotions, it dealt with your fears, it dealt with your trepidations, everything, all the like the thing
think-
that is heavy on the heart.
Yeah, the comments.
Yeah.
The comments has been like, oh wow. You know, oh wow, you've been going through this. Oh wow. And I think episode 2 got people more.
Do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not every day that your dad goes missing, is it?
Yeah, it's true. And I guess it's the coming to terms with not even being able to say goodbye, or not even knowing where he is.
Yeah.
The fact that you saw him one day,
Yeah.
next day he's gone,
Yeah.
and you don't know whether he's
Yeah.
alive or dead. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I would lie if I say there's been complete healing from that part. Do you get? So having to relieve it every day, even now when I get asked the question, is something I still get emotional about. You know,
can imagine.
and it's just what you concluded with that statement. It's not having that closure to be able to say, I know this was what happened. You know, yet again repeating it from what I said in the recording. I just hope he died a good death.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he was taken care of and buried.
From that, have you come to the terms of sometimes you might not get the closure that you want, but
Oh
you
yeah.
still need to
Oh yeah.
close it
Oh
off?
yes, I have, but it still doesn't make it any
It doesn't
better.
make it hard. Yeah, it doesn't make it
It doesn't
easier.
make it any better. But I have come to that. I have come to that resolution, so to say.
What was that process like? Kind of like knowing that sometimes you're not always going to get the closure that you want.
What was that like? Or what is that like? Time. I think there's a saying that says time heals wounds, if I'm correct. Or maybe I'm thinking
Something
it.
like that. Yep. Yeah.
And if there's no saying, I can kind of wrote that. But I think time has healed me. Yeah, highway into victory. And as you know, highway's quite a long one. So we're still driving, we're still riding. and that's what it is. And that's why I can wear a smile today.
I love that. That you're still driving.
I'm still driving on the highway.
The highway
Still driving on the highway.
long. And
I mean, with all these projects that we're now doing, it's still part of the drive. It's still part of the journey. Where does this journey end? I don't know.
Found out when you get there, right? Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
So, what's been the most? Has there been any? I'm not saying negative like feedback, because I mean, to be honest, you probably like to get them, because I can imagine. Has there been any? You have.
There's
really?
been one. There's been one.
Please share. I'd love to. No, you have to share it, because
There's been one. So, as you know, Nigerian, Black African.
Oh God. Already, I can hear it.
Two experiences. The first one, I get a random call from someone I've not spoken to in a while. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. Now that you've done it, obviously older. Now that you've done it, I think it'd be nice if you take it off. And I'm like,
So what now? Take it off.
take it off.
Offline?
Offline. Now that I've done it and I've fulfilled what it is I want to fulfill. And I smiled and was like, you know what? 50-year-old man or more, I've made this decision. We're sticking. Yeah, but what about this and that and that and that? I'm trying to code it so much. Oh, so much. I know. English language is terrible. I'm trying to code this so much.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, I got there finally. And was like, oh, what about the impact on family? And it's a big story than that. And I was like, dude, family stopped existing some 25 years back. So, but I get what you're saying. I appreciate it, but not going down. Then the second one, so obviously my secondary school was in Nigeria in a boarding school. And some of my mates saw it online and put it on the group, you know. And the very first episode, obviously talking about fear of failure and all. And, you know, people were like, oh, wow, you were one of the top guys in school. You were one of the coolest. Everybody wanted to be like you, yada, yada, yada. And in the meanwhile, you were dealing
With all of that.
with all of that.
Stuff that's going on.
That's just so impossible. Then some dude, and as you know, once you're online, everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
So some dude came up and was like, oh, calm down, dude. It's not that bad. We all had this experience. You didn't have to go and make a podcast about it and da-di-da-di-da. But you know what was good about it? I didn't say nothing, but
Everybody else did.
oh, they tore him up. They tore him up. That it's because of people like you that you find a lot of people that have committed suicide and all the works.
Absolutely.
Because you've grown up, we've been fed that you don't talk, you don't show emotions, you don't let people know what you're going through, you know. And we've taken that on, and we're now passing it on to the next generation. You don't talk. You're a black man, man it up. You know, live life. But what that helped me to see is yet again my why. I need to talk. I need to let people know that it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be able to tell that story that's not saying, oh, at 25, I got my first car. At 26, I then got a jet. At 28, I had a 6-bedroom mansion. It's okay not to have that storyline and just tell the truth of what your experience is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That there was a failing somewhere, you know. If you sit down today and you talk with a lot of people, nobody tells you about their failure story.
No.
Nobody tells you about that.
It's always about the successes.
Everybody
It's not
tells
the
you
other,
about
but-
the success.
but
But I think it is important that you're able to, because there are a lot of people who's having this experience.
Okay, guys. So we pretty much have the complete team now. We've got the complete team. We've got the lovely Kenny, who has now joined us again. The UK weather is rioting us to today. So whenever this goes out, it's been a hot day, and Kenny is now here. Who was the DOP? He was the man behind the camera. He did the editing.
He deserves that. And I think you should ask him the same question.
Yeah. In fact, how has this journey been for you? Because I've asked Bex, how has this journey from first of all, because I don't know whether to out you, when he found out about his diagnosis, that was the beginning. Yeah, he was messed up. Tell us from then on.
I think for me personally, honestly, it's been a few things, but I would say one, divine orchestration from God, because we all met on different circumstances, not for this production, right? And by His grace, we all have skills that we all can bring on board. So for me, it's just been God's divine orchestration, Him being faithful, because again, the production was just us having an idea we want to do this, but then how it all looked like, how it came about, was just good as well at the same time. And yeah, it's grace, faithfulness, and being able to understand that, you know, your story can take a different turn, but doesn't mean you won't end up in.
I hear that.
Where God has, you know.
I hear that.
Placed you. Yeah, and thank you, sir, for encouraging us. Thank you so much.
Honestly, I think I echo that, because I think you said something about wanting to get into the industry, and I don't think I in terms of when it came to, I know I was good with production stuff like management, producing. However, maybe I had done a little bit here and there, but this is probably my first thing that I've ever done as me, like on a project from beginning all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So it was just like, oh, this is weird. And I remember someone giving me a prophecy years ago and saying that, you know, that they saw an award for something like for a documentary or something like that, and I was like, maybe that's something that will come in the future. Who knows? But I think this being a catalyst for starting that kind of like process, that that thirst to do these type of things, I was like, okay, yeah, this is the beginning of it. So I was like, yeah.
But can we talk about the visuals though?
Oh man. Yeah, the visuals.
Can we talk about that?
How did we get to that?
I know, right?
Yeah, Kenny visuals.
How did we get to that? Sorry, Kenny Aiken's visuals.
Sorry.
Kenny
Aiken's visuals. Sorry.
Just had to put that out there. I feel like, again, so like just like you said, I haven't done this before. I have been in media, but I haven't done a documentary before. But then again, for me,
you've always wanted to do something like this.
Yeah.
I remember you saying years. He'd been saying for a long time that he really wants to get into documentary. And I think I remember you saying it when I recorded one of the episodes for my podcast last year. He said, I want to get into documentary. I want to get into more of these details. That was when I first heard him say that, and now we're here.
Yeah, and I think for me also, because of how close I am to Uncle, and hearing the story, I'm like, okay, there's a reason why God has placed it in my heart to do this, and now I'm sharing this. He's sharing this with me. So for me, it's about, okay, we need to go all out and do this the best way possible for our uncle, you know? Yeah.
It's about excellency, really.
Yeah.
You have to do
It
everything
is.
in excellence. It took a lot of time.
It did.
Long hours.
And total appreciation, you know, because it was each and every one of you's time,
Yeah.
you know, and it was a lot of time.
Yeah.
Again, big work coming, but
Oh, you don't know, do you? Right? Yeah, do you?
no. I'm just talking about season 2 just now. I'm not even
season
talking
2.
about the bigger
That
picture.
thing. Okay. Ooh, season 2.
Okay.
Hey, coming. So, for you, obviously, you were filming. Like, what kind of like, I guess, ideas were you wanting to create? Like, and then how did you start like piecing things together? Because this one here is, I didn't realize how particular he could be. I was like, I think so at some point.
Oh.
God, I know.
Oh yeah, I remember that very well. Because I mean, at some point, you two were like, "Let's just film it." I'm like, "No,
It's like no.
we're not doing this way." And again, it's because thanks to you two as well for bringing on the ideas of how we can create this. And then for me now going back to be like, okay, what have I seen that looks like what you have shared with me? And then it's just the best, like going to Netflix to source inspirations from what that looks like and how can we bring it to life. I did watch a lot of documentaries, good, and one of them was the one that Adesi kind of, I can't remember the name, but I actually
Luke, I
watched.
think.
I can't remember the name, but yeah, I watched a few documentaries and saw how they did this, and we even watched like interviews, just normal interviews, and source ideas of okay, depth of field. Okay, how can we create this look to also feel very much like he's at home, while also sharing his story and not like he's in the studio just telling people, but he's in his comfort place, he's in his highway into victory.
Yes, sir.
Kind of, yeah. So those are what inspired the looks that we end up.
And I think
going
that
for.
comfort element was important because I think, I don't know, I feel like if we had done it in a studio, it would have felt stiff.
Yeah.
And I think you would have felt stiff as well, like kind of uptight. But when I'm thinking back at it now, looking at it, you were quite relaxed and
Was
comfortable.
I?
You were a bit tense at the beginning. You were tense at the beginning. No, let's be real.
I think
In
I'm
the
still
beginning-
tense. even though we put it all out, I think I'm still tense.
In the beginning, I think you were a little bit tense, but then I think as we recorded each section, you became a lot more relaxed,
Very true.
and it was just like, okay, now you can. You I think that you got into it.
Yeah.
But then again, also, sorry to cut you. I think even though you felt like you were tensed, I think like for everyone who is now watching back, the fact that they can't see that,
Yeah.
it's also a testament of how good everything came out to be.
Yeah.
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 I hear that.
Definitely,
I hear that.
and stuff.
I hear that.
But yeah, I think just the way it all came out has been, I think it's been brilliant. Like sometimes I watch it, I'm just like, we actually did this. Like this
Yeah.
is crazy. Like in the space, because we only did it in like how many months in terms of, we filmed it in like a day or 48 hours.
48.
I was 48 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Less than
Yeah.
48 hours.
Yeah,
As in
less than
start-
48 hours.
It's
Yeah.
probably about 40,
Yeah.
38 hours, more
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So all that was shot in 38 plus hours.
Some people were knackered within those hours.
Oh, yes.
the
Bruh.
living on the set.
Sleeping on
Some
duty.
people were-
I'm not naming names.
No, we're not doing that. But yeah, I mean, thank God. And also thanks to people like Sam Oliver. And
Oh, yes.
also-
Yo, we
Oh,
need
yes.
to give
Yeah.
Sam Oliver
Oh, yes. Applaud.
the clap.
Applaud.
Flowers.
His
Yeah.
flowers
and
because
Flex for the graphics.
Flex,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Color
Yes,
as
I
well.
agree.
So
yeah.
I agree.
thank God that it all came out great
Yeah,
eventually.
because one of the things we were worried about is the music part of it
Yeah.
because of copyrights, clearance. It was just a
Yeah.
lot. And then, you know, I think you got the idea, okay, maybe we should ask
Yeah.
someone to create it, Sam.
yeah.
And I think even Sam had to be told about the whole journey because he didn't know.
Yeah, just so that I could also understand what he was doing, which I think worked well for him.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it from the beginning, just the tone,
Mm.
the way the music flows,
Yeah.
the
It matches
intensity,
perfectly.
yeah,
Yeah.
the intensity,
Yeah.
like the heaviness of
the
it.
emotions that was able to be,
Translated.
portrayed from the
Yeah.
sound
Yeah,
alone,
exactly.
carried the whole story,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it went all the way through because right to the end, you saw it was a lot more lighter. It was,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
you
That
see
was
it?
very intentional.
Yeah,
That
it was
was
very
very-
light
yeah.
at the end, so you could tell that
Yeah.
like, okay, this is very well thought of. So, Sam, thank you so much. You did an amazing job. Okay, so let's talk about responses, the good ones. So like,
I think every day is a good day. Every day, even this morning, still got another message sent. And I said something earlier on about if this was done 22 years ago, it wouldn't have been received as such. Hence this was the time for it.
Yeah.
A lot more people were a lot more people are more receptive and have a full understanding of the journey, and I guess especially in my immediate community, because people have done life with me and they don't know that part of my story.
yeah,
So come today, You know, I was in church yesterday, and someone came running, big hug, and says, "I can't leave you alone. I just love you. I just love you. I can't leave you alone. I just love you."
Yeah.
Says, and this is me coming to you and crying and this and that, and you are going through. Says, and this statement was like, "I feel very stupid right now." And I'm like, "No, you're not meant to, because you. The point isn't for me to put my burden on you.
offload on you. Yeah.
You know, my role to most of the people I come in contact with is always to be able to help you and to help you on that journey. You know, because yet again, every one of us has a story that leads you onto that highway into victory.
Absolutely.
It happens in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, and what I believe I'm meant to be doing for everybody, you know, and when I say I, obviously with His grace, is to be able to help you on that journey. You know, hold hands, let's cross this road together.
Definitely.
Hold hands, let's drive this road together, because there are going to be bumps. There are going to be times when the road is very steep, you know, and it's just having that person that's supporting you, telling you it's going to be okay.
Definitely.
We're going to get to the other side.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, loads and loads and loads of positive feedback. Some other person saw it and was like, "Oh, I've been looking for you. I got you this book just listening to what it is
Wow. That's amazing.
you were talking about." I was like, "I think you need to read this, because it would have been better if you had read it before you'd done the episodes,
Yeah.
but I think it would still be useful."
Amazing.
You know, so different people, but outside of those two negatives, nothing else.
Nothing
It's
else,
all
yeah.
been thank you, thank you. One that I think I said with you, a 64-7-old person sending direct message saying, "Thank you for telling the stories I've always wanted to tell."
Wow. Wow.
It's deep.
You know, and I'm saying, if you're that old
Imagine.
and you've not been able to tell that,
Yeah.
wow.
That's
You know.
crazy. Yeah.
I think it just goes to show the type of burdens that people bear. And I think a lot of the times we go around life, like you said, the person's like, "Oh, I'm always coming to pour onto you," and so on and so forth. I think it just shows that everyone has their own thing they're going through.
Yeah.
And just because
Yeah.
they haven't opened up their mouth to say anything doesn't mean they're not going through
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And because they're not going through anything, that's why I always say, like, try and take people with a bit of grace.
Yeah.
Don't just
Be kind.
Don't just be doing gara
Be
with
kind.
everybody. Take your time.
Can you say that again?
I was the accent. It's a good
Gara.
You get the meaning. You get what I was saying. Like, take your time with people, because
Yeah.
like people are generally going through things, and I feel like there are different things. It's like, even you being snappy at someone, you just don't realize that they too are going through stuff,
Yep.
and they're actually
Yep.
choosing to take grace or
Yep.
show you grace too.
Yep.
So there's no point just being like, "Oh, it's me, my world," and da 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 da.
Yeah.
You know, it's our world. We inhabit the world together.
I hear you.
Whether or not you want to do it peacefully or not.
That's
I
on
hear
you.
you.
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
There was one thing I wanted to ask you in particular. How were you feeling in terms of your emotions and feeling watching him tell his story? Like,
Okay.
how has that affected you? Because obviously you're a man, he's a guy. The whole opening
Okay,
up.
This is a very deep one, and I hope everyone can understand where this is coming from. So what he has shown me is that, and also with life as well, is that the path to joy is finding purpose beyond yourself.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Wow.
The path to joy is finding purpose beyond yourself, being someone else's answer to their problems or solutions to what they're going through. Because in him sharing his own story, I believe that almost like he's found purpose. And even for us to be able to be like, okay, we want to come on board and also do this with him, we found something that we didn't know we have before as well.
That's true.
And almost leading us to a place where we're a lot better
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
before, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just your story. When this happened 20 odd years ago, you never knew you would lead to this.
No.
But it's
No.
turned into a beautiful story.
No.
Honestly, we all love and celebrate him. Even when I knew, I cried. I mean, you saying it, it was more like now I want to protect him. Like
Yeah.
Yes,
I
that part.
don't
Yeah,
I
the
don't want the
protection.
whole world
Yeah.
to see him and feel like he's not the way he is. He
Yeah.
is still the person that he is.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
for me, so it was very deep, and hence why even being late today, I'm like, no, I'm pissed because I can't be here on time to get this done as well.
Yeah.
It's like me seeing him has led me to purpose in a way as well. Yeah, definitely.
But yes, no, thank you for that. I really wanted to get your take on it because obviously, you know, as a man, and also you've been editing this and putting it together, so it would have done
Yeah.
something to you in that process as well. So, as we're wrapping up, what is next for you, for Highway into Victory?
So what is next in the immediate is building up to season 2. So before season 2 is released, there going to be casual conversations, lives on Insta, speaking on the various topic that has popped off on the back of this: vulnerability, fear, failure, emotions, you know, being a black man and dealing with your emotion as well. You know, there are loads of questions that'll be answers and discussions that'll be happening. Now, when season 2 starts, season 1 was intentionally a monologue, just telling a story, but season 2 is going to be more conversational.
Yeah.
So we're going to be having conversations with people, inviting people, and just this is the
Talking,
beginning
yeah,
of
like
season
this,
2.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
having conversations.
Yeah.
I think the ultimate one I would want to do is sit with 4 different men and just let's talk and let's have a
love that.
real conversation
Yeah.
about.
That would be amazing.
Let's have a real conversation about life.
Yeah.
And yet again, what I said earlier on, let's not talk about buying the cars and buying the house. Let's just
The realities
Let's
of
be
the
raw.
things that happen.
Yeah.
The realities of it
Yeah.
and how you deal and how
Yeah.
you cope and
Yeah.
the methods.
yeah, being a man in
Yeah.
today's society.
Uncle, I actually say being a good man.
Being a kind man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, kind man.
Kenny's more Christian than I am.
Yeah, because there are a lot of men.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we need good men.
Good
I
men.
hear you, sir.
So,
I
Yeah.
hear you.
I love that. Good men. We need
Yeah.
I
more
feel like
good
you
men.
need to see those examples promoted and advertised. I
Yeah.
don't think
Yep.
you see that enough. I feel
Yeah.
like they go under the radar.
Yeah.
But I think that's a very good point. Seeing more good men, not the bravado being promoted. We see
Yeah.
enough of that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't- not everybody needs a mic for that. So I feel like
I hear that.
We're done. We've had enough. We've had enough. We've had enough.
Yeah.
Nah.
I hear that.
Okay, so how can people get in touch with you, like to contact you, to talk to you?
What I'll say is just go online and look for everything Highway into Victory.
Yep.
On Instagram, on TikTok, YouTube. What else? Just if you go, maybe soon to come a website, but everything Highway into Victory online, and you'll be directed to me.
To contact you. Yeah.
So Akin Coyote
Yeah.
is my name, as you know. But Highway into Victory is the brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So final last words.
Final last words. Thank you guys. I truly, each and every single one of you, I celebrate each and every single one of you. On the back of this, I hope it's bigger than us.
Yeah.
You know, what you do. We actually didn't mention the fact that episode 5, where myself and Toyin were on, was Becca's brand.
Oh yes.
Lane
We're gonna
Lane-
we're gonna
Lane-
link all that
Lane
details. Yeah.
clothing.
Yes.
Each person just brought a gift to this, you know. So my final words, I always say, be kind, love people, most importantly, love God. Highway into Victory. Let's go.
Come on. I've been Tolu. This is
Kenny
Visuals.
Akins.
Akins.
Visuals.
Okay, Kenny Akins
Yeah.
Visuals. Get it
Akins
right.
Visuals. Get it right.
Yeah.
Link to his stuff will be in the description box. And
Definitely.
for you and Bex,
Becca Lane.
Rebecca
about the
Lane,
brand?
Lane
Oh,
Clothing.
sorry. Oh, I'm Rebecca Lane, and I am the founder of Lane Clothing.
Yes,
There we
yes,
go.
let's
Yeah.
go.
The plug.
Get it. Make sure you get Lane Clothing.
Yeah.
Get in contact with this guy if you need visuals for your project
His
or whatever.
work is
Fantastic.
insane.
Insane.
Phenomenal.
And he's done some really great ad commercials as well. How about
Yeah.
that? How about that?
Thank
So, yes, and I've been Tolu, aka Lady T, but Tolu for this purpose. And yeah, just find me online, Lady T official.
Yes, please.
But yeah, guys, this has been great.
It's been great.
Season
Thank
2,
you.
next up.
Season 2. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
gonna be
can't
good.
wait either.
We can't wait
We
either. It's gonna be good.
wait,
So yeah,
honestly.
more from Highway into Victory in the coming months.
More
So
to come.
yes,
More to
thank you
come.
guys.
Thank you. See you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.